What's up, Transformdom? This is Ben here in China, and today I'm going to do the Kamikaze Transformation challenge where I transform a toy from the mode out of the packaging to the other mode, in this case the bot mode to the alt mode. And you can see I have detached the backpack and I'm trying to open up the front fender section, and then yes, everything is released, and then I've tried to figure out what to do with the full windshield and also the hood of the vehicle, and I'm just playing around with that. And then I moved on to the hands. I tried to get the headlight section and the front section of the car, the bumpers, transform in the correct orientation. And then I'm doing it for both sides, of course. And this was a bit of a pickle because there were a lot of moving parts, and because of the plastic being kind of soft, I wasn't brave enough to use a lot of brute force. Then I figured out how to orient everything in the correct order, and so you can see I've got the left piece of the front bumper in place. And then I tried to arrange the hands like MP47 style. Then I fixed the light bar. And then you can see throughout this video, I'm fooling around with the front full windshield part because I don't know how to arrange it in order. So I skipped over to the feet, transform the feet, and then open up the doors, figure that out that, I have to make sure everything fits just nicely. Then I tucked the feet on the back of the car. And then I did it for the other side, and I was going back and forth. And then I put up the seats. There you go, the seats are in order. And the doors can open. That's kind of cool. Next, I was trying to figure out what to do with the knees. How do I collapse the feet into the whole back of the car? And you can see that I'm struggling a little bit. But this part is still pretty intuitive. Now I realize that the shins are actually full parts. And you can see I thought that the thighs can collapse, but I was wrong. And then I finally figured it out that you can actually use a very strong ratchet. You can actually move a very tight ratchet in a position where I can push everything in. I figured out these flaps were not in the correct order, so I flipped it down. And then I put the rear section of the car into place, and that was pretty easy. So everything tapped in very nicely. Next, I worked on the doors of the car, and then the roof just didn't want to tap in properly. As you can see, I'm trying to push the roof up. Then I'm trying to figure out the hood again with the full windshield. I just did not realize how to turn it. I was trying to turn it one way, it wouldn't do it, so I turned it the other way, which was the incorrect way. That worked out. So, based on intuition, I did not know. Next, I was fiddling around with the front section of the car again, trying to figure out how to put everything in order. This was a very, very, very challenging indeed. And at this point, I kind of gave up. I looked at the instruction manual for a picture of the car from the bottom end, just so that I can see all the parts and how they are arranged so that I can put everything in place. Yeah, so you can see I'm just struggling and trying to move bits around and trying to just like orient everything in the correct order according to the picture. As you can see, I think I got the left side arranged in the proper way. And then I flipped this little panel piece there, and then I flipped that panel piece and I turned that whole armature thing around. And then I flipped that armature back around, and then I think I've got everything in order. See, I think so. But without looking at the instructions, I did not really know that one of the L joints was not in the correct place. So I spent a whole bit of time just trying to figure that out. Until I got to a point where I really literally gave up. Okay, super major SOS here. I've tried to transform this guy from the bot mode to the alt mode. I failed, went online, watched the 3 videos, and I still can't get things pegged in. So I need your help. I feel, now I could be wrong, that I can't get this peg into this slot down there, and I don't know why. Do you think that this is transformed correctly, this part here? Take a look at your own versions if you have this still in alt mode and if you have successfully transformed him. This side pegs in very nicely, the hood piece pegged in nicely, but for the life of me, I can't get this pegged in. You can see I'm trying to press it in and it still wouldn't go in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to clip this back section in. Gotta open up the window. Okay. Can you see the alignment? This pelvis here is thrusting too forward, so I'm trying to press it down, but when I do that, this whole piece front here will just pop out. That little peg in there wouldn't slot in very nicely, so the wheels just keeps on coming off. And now because of the way I peg in this windshield to the hood, this is misaligned, lining all these front hood section up. So serious SOS over here. This piece here is pegged in very nicely, whereas this piece here is bulging out. So I believe that is the root of my problems. I have transformed this guy back to bot mode, back to this mode 3-4 times. Every single time I can't get it right. What gives? What gives? I give up. So please help if you can. Show me a good instruction if you can. I really would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Well, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the stress that I went through and had a good laugh, please hit the like and share button. Also smash the sub and bell icons for more future videos. Again, this is Ben here in China signing off, and I'll see you on the flip side.